So I might somebody Fred, buy a lot of tickets tonight, please. Okay. You better loan some money for people buy double. I wonder if he's running the show tonight. We'll see if he goes to third base. Football.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please rise and remove your hats for our national anthem.
Well, we should do it. You must have changed the audio a little bit.
Welcome back, folks, to another Islanders
Let's
baseball
welcome your
stream.
Moncton Mets.
As I'm getting the thumbs up and the green light that we're all things are go here as we hit the road today for 7 o'clock start time in Moncton. A little bit of trouble before game, 7:15 start now, but things are ready to go. As for the visiting Moncton Mets, Nick St. Pierre will get his first start of the year. Leading off today for the Islanders will be the center fielder, Simon Waugh. Cole McLaren will bat second behind the dish. Pickett's in right, Myers at first, McDougal at second, Dylan Worth at short, Sam Worth at third, Logan Glantz, the designated hitter, Jack McKenzie in left field, and making his first start of the year, number 96, the pitcher, Tanner McLean. As it's a beautiful day here at Kiwanis Park in Moncton. The last time was away at St. John for 2 last Saturday. As there's the throw down, and Dubois will enter the box. For the Mets here, a great crowd at Kiwanis Park and an even better night. So in steps one of the league's top hitters to start the season, Simon Dubois, as he's also getting his first start in center field today for the Islanders. And we're off. The ball just low from St. Pierre. As around the infield for the Mets, I believe it is Arsenault at third, Cormier at short, Martin at second, and Malone at first. As there's ball 2. St. Pierre comes set. And that'll catch the corner for strike 1. As he's finding his footing here. And as I mentioned, his first start of the season. Here's the 2-1. Just outside, says the umpire. 3-1 here. Dubois also a threat to steal if he gets on base. As there's a hard ground ball, and it'll take a firm hop right into the glove of Jesse Malone for the first out. So in comes the catcher, Cole McLaren, batting second as he frequently does for the Islanders. McLaren looking to get things going here on a beautiful day at Kiwanis Park. So there's a curveball that St. Pierre is going to leave a little too low. McLaren, as many may know, standout at Pitt and was even drafted into the Detroit Tigers system before returning back to play with the Islanders. There's a fastball inside that'll catch the dash. There's a curveball swung on a miss by McLaren to improve the count to 1-2 for St. Pierre. McLaren looks to start things off for the Islanders. Here's St. Pierre. And he's going to poke that right back and off the glove of St. Pierre. A little bit of a scary scene there for the Mets pitchers. That one came right back at him, but he was able to get glove on it and retire the second Islander of the inning. As in steps the right fielder, Duncan Pickett. One of the Islanders' top hitters so far in the early part of the season. And he's going to take a fastball that painted over the outside corner.
better and better at hitting the ball out of the park.
And looks like maybe a changeup that just kind of fell off the table. A great pitch there from St. Pierre, but no offering from Pickett's. As here's the 1-1. And a fastball up and outside. Pickett's one of the Islanders' top hitters last year at Nationals, as he was sitting around the 600 mark. The combination of him and Max Grant proved to be very rewarding for the Islanders as they go on to win the national championship, with both hitters hitting over 500 throughout the tournament. As St. Pierre gets in there for the strike and evens the count at 2-2. And there's a curveball that's going to bounce right by the feet of Pickett's. So far, it seems like things have gone smoothly for St. Pierre as he's been able to force 2 outs. Looking to get Pickett's to end the first and keep things clean for the Mets. As he gets ready, he takes a sign for the payoff pitch. And fouled out to play by Pickett's into the stands at Kiwanis Park. Can't be sure, but I'd imagine this isn't the first time St. Pierre and Pickett's have faced off, as both around the same age group. 2 prominent talents from Atlantic Canada, as Pickett's hits one a mile high into the air. Called on by Justin Cormier, and he makes the catch. So the Islanders go 3 up, 3 down.
Good. Yeah, you've got to announce my birthday too, but...
So Tanner McLean will get the start here for the Islanders in his 3rd appearance, his first start of the season. And he starts things off with the strike to Justin Cormier. Cormier, who is familiar to the Islanders fans as a multi-time national pickup for the team. One of the longest-serving Moncton Mets here, as he'll lead off and play shortstop today. And there's McLean again with the strike. Quickly getting ahead 0-2 on Cormier. McLean has had to persevere through some injuries so far in his Islanders career, so it's obviously great anytime you get to see Tanner out on the mound, as that one's fouled up towards the Moncton dugout, and Sam Worth's going to stay with it to retire Cormier for the first out of the inning. So, for the Mets here, in steps Oklahoman import Don Goods, batting second and playing left field today. Another lefty-lefty matchup for McLean to start things off. As there's a fastball in the outside corner again. So far, through limited pitches here, it seems like Tanner's been able to have good command of that outside corner. 4 pitches and 4 strikes, obviously what you're hoping to see as a starter. And there's one inside on the hands, and it sounds like it broke the bat of Goods. And that one's going to be flipped away there in a little bit of an awkward play. So after what looks like maybe a fastball or a cutter that got inside on the hands of Goods and provided some firewoods for the Mets, the first baseman Jeremy Arsenault will step in with a runner on. And McLean's going to deal and miss just low there on the fastball. And there's a fastball again, catching the outside corner here. Seems like McLean has a good understanding of where he wants to go today to these Mets hitters. As a trio of lefties to start the day off here for McLean. Obviously, he's a hitter. Seeing a pitcher from the left side a little tougher, but so far, 50. Ooh, as we get a time call by the batter, Jeremy Arsenault. And McLean will still fire a strike in, but after the time. As McLean comes set to deliver the 1-1. Goods off from first base. And that's flipped up here. Looks like another play maybe for Sam Worth, as he's going to call it and gets the second out of the inning. Another one of those tough, high infield fly balls, and Worth will retire the second Met of the day.
The center fielder, number 17,
As in-step center fielder for the Mets today, Colin Betts, the 4th left-handed hitter, as many hitters for the Mets. Betts, I do believe, started the season on the injured report, and I can't be quite sure, but I believe this is only his first or second game back here with the Mets. So, obviously a huge add for the Mets lineup, but long-term still an affiliated player, but one of the more experienced Mets over the last 3 to 4 years. And there's a fastball that's going to miss outside. So for McLean so far through the first 3 hitters, it seems to be some soft contact being induced. And there's another fastball on the outside corner today. Seems to be McLean's go-to. So here comes the 1-2. Interesting.
After 1 inning, the game is scoreless. Plus, of someone celebrating a birthday on July 1st, this coming Wednesday. Happy 59th birthday to Greg. Congratulations.
All right, so here steps in the first baseman, Josh Myers for the Islanders. As for St. Pierre, he got the first 3 Islanders retire. And there's a pitch that's going to catch the zone. Strike 1 here to Myers. Myers so far one of the league's hottest hitters, hitting .406 to start the young season for the Islanders. And there's one that's going to bounce. Glove down by Mets catcher Seth Harquail. Guess it's not quite a young season anymore, as we are already past the halfway point of the regular season here in the NBSBL. And that's swung on and missed by Myers. 1-2. So Myers here, the cleanup hitter today, looking to get something started. As St. Pierre looks like he's going to miss a breaking ball outside. Relatively quick first inning with both pitchers seeming to work effectively. As I have mentioned before, it's an amazing day here at Kiwanis Park as the shadows start to creep into the outfield. Very sunny. And Myers is going to foul that ball out to the Mets bullpen. So after Myers fouls off the first 2-2 attempt, St. Pierre sets and gets ready for the second. As that one's fouled off towards the Mets dugout, and it's going to stay in play. Great job by the third baseman, Jeremy Harrison, to stay with it.
Second baseman, number 40, Logan McDougal.
Then steps Logan McDougal here, hoping to get things going with 1 out for the Islanders. McDougal, a rather consistent mainstay so far this year, logging the bulk of the innings at second base for the Islanders. As St. Pierre's going to fire one in there for strike 1.
You'll notice that that's what they call an open stance. Okay?
McDougal here, Summerside PEI native. And that one's going to catch the inside part of the corner. Curveball that just bends in there. So now McDougal finds himself down 0-2 here. As St. Pierre looks to retire the second batter of the second inning. And a curveball that bounces as McDougal's going to take.
The disadvantage of that stance is that he will have a hard time doing anything on this outside part of the place. Yeah. He can't get there. Yeah. So that's the major disadvantage.
St. Pierre deals. And a fastball poked down the right field line. As McDougal's going to make the turn here and put the brakes on. As that one was cut off rather quickly there. So we have our first hit of the ball game off Logan McDougal's single over the first baseman's head.
Shortstop number 11, Dylan Worth.
Okay, let's see if the Islanders. This is again a bunt situation. Yeah. All right, what do we got? 1 out. Yeah. Bunt it.
In steps another Islander who's been logging a bulk of the time in the middle infield. As here's the shortstop, Dylan Worth. That ball is pounded off the dirt and foul. McDougal at first, not necessarily known for speed, but definitely can run. As Worth here is looking to get something going here for the Islanders and potentially drive in the first run of the game. And that's going to be a fastball that misses just outside. St. Pierre and Worth, another duo close in age, both products of the Atlantic Canadian baseball scene. As I said earlier about St. Pierre and Pickett's, I can't imagine it isn't the first time they've faced off, but obviously this would be a rather familiar showcase as well, with both players being longtime members and even all-stars in the Atlantic Canadian Baseball Association. St. Pierre with UNB and Worth in 4 years with Holland College and 1 year with the UPI Panthers.
Okay, now let's hope he hits into a double play.
So here's the 2-2 as St. Pierre looks in, takes a look over at Logan McDougal and gets that. That ball's hit as the right fielder turns back, and that ball is clobbered. Dylan Worth with a 2-run home run. His second shot of the year as the Islanders start things off hot in the second inning. As Worth hits one that was no doubt over the 345 sign out there in right field. Definitely a guy who, when he gets on a roll, can crush the baseball. So in steps Worth's cousin here with 1 out, Sam. As I mentioned of Pickett's and Dylan, a long-time ACBA player, 3 years with Holland College, 1 year with the Panthers. Worth, one of many Islanders rookies. I do believe the only rookie in the lineup today, but has played very well so far in his short Islanders career. So there's a fastball. It's just going to miss the outside corner. 3-0 now to Worth. So assuming here Worth's going to take, and taking all the way as there's a fastball thrown in there by St. Pierre. 3-1 here to Worth, who's hitting 7th today, looking to do a little bit of damage, keep things going for the Islanders. And there's a fastball outside as Worth's going to work a walk.
The designated hitter number 4, Logan Gallant.
So in steps the designated hitter Logan Gallant after a pair of successful trips to the plate for the Islanders, and that's going to be in the dirt as Worth's taken off for second.
A little early for the wheels to fall off.
So with Worth now here in scoring position, the Islanders are going to look to Gallant to drive the run in. And there's a fastball, foul down the line as it looked like a close one, going just foul. As Gallant nearly had himself potentially an RBI double, just by a foot or so.
200 maybe? Yeah. Easy. Well, if he gets a hole, right around.
So here comes the 1-1 now as after Gallant drove one hard down the line. And there's a curveball, it's going to miss just low. 2-1 now to Gallant. And there's the fastball, it's going to miss just low and away. Count moves to 3-1 here for Gallant. St. Pierre started off well with the first 4 batters. Got himself into a little bit of trouble, giving up a single to McDougall, a home run to Worth, and a walk to Sam Worth. And there's fastball to bring 3-2.
Doesn't want to make a mistake here.
So for Gallant today, getting the start, it's the designated hitter looking to drive in Worth here, make things a 3-0 ball game for the Islanders. And there's a ball hit hard to the shortstop, Justin Cormier, and he'll just take the out at first. As Gallant moves Worth over to first. 2 away now.
The left fielder number 18, Jack McKenzie.
Once in a while. One off. I'm off. I'm pleased when he's there. Oh, yeah. He's about shortstop and lady. Good job.
So the absences of Jack Kraft this season, Jack McKenzie's drawn into the lineup quite nicely in the outfield, as well as pitching a game one time in St. John. As there's a fastball just upstairs. So it's 1-1 here to McKenzie, who stole the Islanders an extra inning game in St. John, coming in relief of Nathan Van Putten, throwing 2 strong innings and hitting an RBI double to win the game. And that one's past the third baseman. It's going to drive Worth in. An RBI single for McKenzie, who's having a hot start to this season.
The center fielder number 44, Simon Dubois.
So here's Dubois, the leadoff man. He's going to take, and that one's going to miss just low. Simon, the league's hit leader so far this season with 19, leading Fredericton's Craig Oliver by just 1. 2-0 now here. Things went smooth in the first 4 outs. Now St. Pierre seems as though he's having a bit of command issues. There's one on the outside corner. So for St. Pierre, looking to get his team back in the dugout and give the Mets a chance to even this one up. McKenzie on the move, 2-1. Ground ball, tap back to St. Pierre, and he'll retire Dubois for the second time in the 3rd out of the 2nd inning.
In the top of the 2nd, 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors. Right fielder, number 6, Sean Bartley.
So in steps Sean Bartley here for the Mets. The Islanders took a commanding 3-0 lead. Get back out there. And there's one under the bat of Bartley for strike 1. So shadows start to creep in here at Kiwanis Park a little. McLean has been smooth sailing through the first number of pitches, throwing a handful of strikes, and likely only 1 or 2 balls.
Okay, not help. Not help at 50-50.
And there's one of those rare balls that's going to miss just high on a fastball.
Okay.
Watch that pitcher that is really able to throw, breaking stuff. Oh my God, I'm telling you. My umpire
Here comes McLean sat.
the Reds, they were the senior team.
And there's a curveball swung on and missed for a strikeout. So McLean will retire Bartley to start things off here in the 2nd.
Oh, it was not over. They were playing shadow. This kid was on the mound. He was throwing the ball. In other words, the play was here. The ball was
First
coming
baseman,
in.
number 11, Jesse
The last
Malone.
minute was great. And of course, I was making up my mind when the ball was over here. So I said, ball. Oh. By the time
So in steps one of the holdovers for the Mets, one of the longer tenured Mets here, the first baseman, Jesse Malone.
just have the most hellacious break.
As so far I've noticed a slew of left-handed hitters in the Mets lineup. Very well factored in today as to why the Islanders chose to go with Tanner McLean. But regardless of the lineups, McLean a very good pitcher in his own right. Last year's ERA champion of the NBSBL. And swung on and missed. as McLean makes rather quick work of Malone for his second out and his second strikeout of the inning.
Catcher number 15, Seth Hartwell.
So now steps another junior AP for the Mets, the catcher Seth Hartwell. Getting the start today behind the dish and the assignment of catching Nick St. Pierre. There's a fastball just high from McLean. So McLean rocks and gets ready here with the 1-0. And there's a fastball in there, 1-1. McLean seems to be cruising rather smoothly so far here in the first portions. The lone blip coming on the second batter of the game as Goods hit a chopper back to first that was a bit of a tricky hopper. That looks like a breaking ball that just missed the top part of the zone. 2-1 now to Hartwell. And there's the swing, strike number 2. McLean, one of the taller Islanders on the roster, is it's a rather deceptive look coming at you from the left side. Very tall with long limbs coming off the mound. And that one's going to miss just high, 3-2. Seemed like that one had a little extra on it. So here's the 3-2 with 2 away from McLean. Strike 3, got him on the breaking ball. 3 up, 3 down as Tanner McLean punches out the side in the second inning for the Islanders.
Catcher number 5, Kyle McLaren.
So in steps the catcher today, Cole McLaren, for his second trip in the third inning here now. As there's a little bit of activity going on in the Mets bullpen. St. Pierre misses first pitch of the inning just outside, or just inside. St. Pierre so St. Pierre is so far here through the first 2. Just having the damage on the Dillenworth home run, but it's pitched a rather good game for the first 2. As McLaren here in the Islanders looking to get to that Mets bullpen early. There's one that's going to bounce, 1-2. 2-1, sorry. And that's going to miss for 3-1 here. So good hitters count for McLaren, who lined one right back to St. Pierre off his glove to start off the first inning. And that ball's hit hard right at the left fielder, and he's going to have to put the brakes on and body it up as McLaren leads things off with a single for the Islanders.
Right fielder number 36, Duncan Pickett.
Too far behind him if he took that chance.
So the Mets will come out here for a mound visit, as it looks like they're going to talk things over with St. Pierre. Noticed on one of the pitches, he's kind of reaching his back a little, maybe just making sure everything's going smooth, as it looks like things may be ramping up as well a little in the Mets bullpen. So things seem to be going all right here in the meantime, as it looks like the Mets made a signal down to the bullpen, maybe tell them to get things going a little quicker. Obviously hoping here that St. Pierre's doing all right and that he has good health. So in steps Duncan Pickett, and he's going to drop one down towards St. Pierre, fielded cleanly, as Pickett's maybe looking to sacrifice bunt or a bunt for a hit, but either way, drops one down, and St. Pierre makes a nice play to get his first out of the third.
First baseman number 20, Josh Myers.
So in steps Josh Myers here for his second trip of the day. So that ball's hit high into center field, carrying back. And no tag from McLaren as Colin Betts will snare that one. Throw it into third on a one-hop either way. So now we have 2 outs for the Islanders' second baseman, Logan McDougall.
Number 40, Logan McDougall.
McDougall got things going here in the second for the Islanders with a single that would later have him drove in by Dylan Wirth. Here's McDougall. That one's going to miss inside on a curveball. Nearly catching a piece of McDougall, but not quite enough. As for the Islanders here, you're hoping to drive McLaren in from second, tack on to this 3-0 lead and keep things going. As that ball's hit hard into left field, way up and off the base of the wall. As McDougall's going to throw the brakes on here, trying to get back to one, and he can't. So a run will score, but McDougall's going to be out, caught in between a single and a double. A hard hit ball as the Islanders will move to a 4-0 lead.
Top of the third, 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and no one left after 2.5. 4, the Mets, no score. Our Greco fan of the game goes to program number 248. Second prize is the Mets Game Day Off.
And Stephen Martin will take his first trip to the dish. Hoping to get something going so far for the Mets, who are yet to score a run. As he looks like he may have squared for bunt there, but decided against it as McLean caught that outside corner yet again. And there's one foul back in the glove of catcher Cole McLaren. So McLean working good here to start the third after a 3-up, 3-down third inning. McLean lefts. That one's tapped up the middle and just out of the reach of a diving Logan McDougall. So the Mets will get on the board with their first hit of the game.
Designated hitter number 29, Nick St. Pierre.
So in steps the 9-hitter for the Mets, the designated hitter and pitcher for today's game, Nick St. Pierre, hoping to see if he can help his own cause. As there's one on the outside corner for strike one. The leadoff man, Martin, reaching. St. Pierre is going to try to move him around here. As time called by the batter.
He's your grandson for crying out loud.
So after a brief pause there,
John, how many children like that do you have?
McLean looks over, comes set, and misses just low with the breaker. And that one's checked. And he went, says base umpire Mike Hope, or Craig Hope, sorry. As it seems as though the Mets faithful may have disagreed with the call. It will be 1-2 here. And that one's gonna miss low and away. 2-2 now. And McLean's going to get St. Pierre looking there as that one catches the bottom of the zone to retire his first out of the inning.
The shortstop number 7, Justin Cormier.
So in steps the Mets leadoff hitter for his second trip in 3 innings. One away here, obviously McLean hoping to get a ground ball. As there's a curveball bending in there for strike one. McLean so far here through 5 innings in this season prior to today looks to recapture as there's a runner. And that one's going to miss just wide there, the throw from McLaren. So Stephen Martin will pick up second base as that one's in for a strike. It's now a little bit going here for the Mets. As I was saying prior, McLean looking to repeat again as ERA champion of the NBSBL. As there's a ground ball up the middle towards Logan McDougall, snared on the backhand, and there's 2 away as Cormier's going to move Merton over to third base. McLean, through 5 innings prior to today, has a 0 ERA, with Chatham's Julio Hernandez trailing him with a .43, as well as the new Chatham import, Jay Miller, with a .70 ERA. So a pair of very good Chatham starters trailing behind McLean here, looking to capture that ERA title. As here's another import stepping in the box, the Oklahoman left fielder, Don Goods. And that one's going to catch the corner. 1-1 here to Goods, 2 away. That one's fouled back, and it looks like it caught a piece of McLaren there on the way back. 1-2. So 2 away here, McLean looks in, shakes twice, and gets his sign from Cole McLaren for the 1-2. Looking to get out of this inning unscathed, as that one's going to miss just outside. Great take, great pitch. So now here's the 2-2. Fastball, tap back up the middle. McDougall on the backhand. And Myers is going to stretch. And out number 3 is a great play on both ends from McDougall and Myers. Don Goods seems to think he may have got there, but that will conclude the 3rd inning.
Bottom of the 3rd, no runs on 1 hit, there were no errors, and 1 minute left after 3 complete. 4. The Mets score.
So, in steps Dylan Worth here. 1 for 1 on the day with a home run to start off the fourth. And that ball's hit hard again into right field and camped under by the right fielder. Running towards the corner to make a nice play. As Worth's going to make a hard first out of the inning.
Third baseman number 14, Sam Worth.
So in steps Worth here, drew a walk in the first at bat. As there's one floated in on the corner by Jackson Decker, who's coming in relief of Nick St. Pierre. And that one's going to be floated in there just low, breaking ball that just missed the bottom part of the zone. And a fastball, just a little up and tight there. 2-1 now here to Worth. And there's a fastball in the outside corner. 2-2 now to Worth. One away, here comes Decker. And that's fouled back at a play by Worth. Unlike the Charlottetown stream, we have no view of the parking lot here, area here at Kiwanis Park. Hoping no vehicles were struck in that foul ball. So here's the 2-2 again. And Worth's going to foul that off again towards the parking lot area. So after spoiling 2 off, here comes Worth again. And 3-2. Decker put a little extra on that, but missed just high. So here's the 8th pitch of the at-bat as it counts full. Fastball outside as Worth's going to work his second walk of the day.
The designated hitter number 4, Logan Goulet.
So in steps the designated hitter Logan Goulet for his second trip up to the dish. As there's a fastball fouled straight back. Goulet looks like he was on that one as he just missed it. Worth the lead off first. And there's a curveball that bends in quickly 0-2 here to Glant. So here's Decker now looking to put Glant away. And there's a curveball swung on and missed in the dirt as Decker gets the second out of the 4th inning.
Fielder number 18, Jack McKenzie.
So in steps the left fielder, Jack McKenzie. There's a Fastball that misses just low, as it looks like McKenzie had to put the brakes on there, thinking about offering that one. And there's one that's going to miss low and away, glove down by Harquail. So after a strikeout at a gland here, Decker's fallen behind McKenzie. Comes set, and here's the 2-0. Fastball grounded over towards third base coach. It's snared down by J.P. Stevenson. A pitcher in his playing days with the Islanders, but seemingly making a good fielding effort there. Stecker battling back into this count. Delivers the 2-1. And, oh, not as much luck this try for Stevenson over at third, as that one looks like it took a bit of a bad hop on the third base coach. So 2 outs, here's the 2-2. And swing and a miss as Decker gets himself out of a races a walk in the fourth inning, as we'll head to the bottom of the fourth with a 4-0 lead for the Islanders.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left after 3 1/2. The Islanders 4, the Mets no score. It's now time for the Dixie Lee hit. Third baseman number 24, Jeremy Arsenault. Jeremy's batting for program number 217.
So with his second walk of the day, that'll spell the end of the day for Sam Worth, as Jeremy Arsenault starts the inning off the line drive right at the shortstop, Dylan Worth. As I was saying, after a pair of walks worked by Worth, Dylan Doucette will come on to replace him at third base. Great game through 4 from Worth.
Center fielder number 17, Colin Bess. Colin's batting for program number 233.
Gloved down a few fly balls in foul territory at third and worked 2 longer walks. As in steps the center fielder Colin Betts. And there's a curveball that's going to catch the outside part of the zone. So there's the 0-1. McLean comes set, and a swing and a miss from Betts, as it looks like McLean may have fooled him there. Here's the 0-2 with one away. A swing and a miss as McLean gets him there with what looked like a slider. Great pitch on the outer portion for McLean.
Right fielder number 6, Sean Barkley, on batting for program number 255.
So with a strikeout there and a line out to Worth here, there's quickly 2 away in the 4th for McLean, as he's going to miss just outside. Missing outside to the right fielder today, Sean Bartley. My apologies. There's a fastball. It's going to miss just upstairs. 2-0 now. And there's a strike as McLean's going to work his way back into the count. 2-1 here. Looking to get to the 4th rather quickly. There it is. Fastball. 2-2 now on the outside corner. So Bartley hoping to get things going a little bit for the Mets, who've managed 2 base runners so far today through 3 2/3. And there's a fastball. And no offering, says third base umpire Craig Hope. So now with 2 away, here comes the payoff pitch from McLean. Looking to make it through 4 clean innings of work. And that's popped up and over the press booth at a play. I believe I heard a bit of a thought on the roof there.
No, I thought it would come back down.
So McLean will offer the 3-2 once more. Swung on and missed. As with a line out and 2 strikeouts, McLean will get to the 4th.
Bottom of the 4th, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. For McLean, Islanders 4, the Mets no score. Last chance to get your 50-50 tickets. All will take place before the Mets hit in the 6th. Center fielder number 44, Simon Dubois.
As I go to more of the parks and stuff like that, I noticed Jake taking a lot of cues from like some of the away teams. But I know he's really, really focusing on like how can we make this the best day at the park, which is good. So here's the center fielder for today, Simon Dubois, stepping in for his 3rd at-bat of the day. Pair of groundouts so far, but Simon's been one of the Islanders' top hitters. Extremely quick. as fans around Memorial Field have seen, Dubois is not afraid to even lay one down for a hit or beat out an infield single. So after Decker falls behind 2-0, here's the offering. A fastball hit hard in the gap as Dubois looks like he may try and show off some of that speed, and that's cut off nicely by Bartley out and right. So I don't have the commentator's jinx on Dubois so far, as after I said he was the league's hit leader, I was fearing he may go hitless, but there's a single to start things off, as in steps Cole McLaren. Here's the catcher for today, Cole McLaren, looking to get things going. As Decker starts him off, what looks like a fastball in there for strike one. As the sun slowly fades here at Kiwanis Park and the lights turn up, a great day for baseball as it's cooling off just a touch. I believe it was 24 degrees and sunny to start the game. And there's a fastball that's going to miss. McLaren looks down to third base, J.P. Stevenson for the signs. As the Islanders here looking to tack on a little more. 6 hits so far in the ball game, with 4 runs, 2 of them coming off the bat of Dylan Worth. As soon as I see the feet start to go. So Decker goes over to take a look at Dubois as he gets set and ready for the 1-1. A fastball, it's going to catch the inside corner of the plate. Now 1-2 to McLaren. Dubois, obviously one of the league's top threats to steal, right up there with Chatham center fielder Mike McKay. Very fast on the bases for the Islanders. As he's taken off here, a ground ball towards the shortstop. No chance at 2, and Cormier is going to get McLaren at 1. So a timely stolen base there for the Islanders as they avoid the double play and move Dubois up into scoring position.
Right fielder number 36, Duncan Pickett.
So in steps the right fielder for today, Duncan Pickett, the man in scoring position, 1 away here for the Islanders. As there's a big cut for strike 1. Pickett sporting short pants today for the Islanders, as those who are accustomed to the team may be a little thrown off. Not usually Duncan's look, but whatever works. Decker quickly ahead, 0-2 now to Pickett's with 1 away. There's a fastball. It's going to miss just outside. The last time these two teams met up in Charlottetown at Memorial Field, Pickett's had the better of Decker, as Decker looks to get a little payback here, 1-2. And that one's going to miss just outside. 2-2 now here to Pickett's. So that one's going to just miss. Much to the dismay of Decker and the Mets faithful here, as we're hearing a few groans from behind the home plate area. So after getting ahead early 0-2, Pickett has worked himself to a 3-2 count here looking to drive Dubois home and keep things moving for the Islanders. That ball's hit a mile high into right field. Dubois sets up on second base, and it looks like he's going to test the arm of Bartley, and he cuts it off quickly. As there's a great throw from Bartley, two-way now.
Good move. Good play, boys. Good throw.
First baseman, number 20, Josh Myers.
So with that, Dubois remain at second base as in steps Josh Myers. Another Islander who got the better of Decker last time up. Both him and Pickett sending home runs into right field at Memorial Field that day. And that one's going to catch the outside corner. So Dubois leads off second here as the 0-1 comes. A fastball fouled off the glove of Parkwell. It's Decker here, who's been effective so far, coming on in relief of Nick St. Pierre. Looking to get out of the fifth inning here with no damage. As Myers will take low in the dirt for ball 1-2. So Myers here looking to extend the inning for the Islanders as Decker hopes to get his team going. And that's a fastball. It's going to catch the inside corner of the plate. Strike three. The Mets look to get things going here in the bottom of the fifth. McLean so far only one hit to his name, one error on the Islanders. As Jesse Malone steps in, hoping to crack things open a little for the Mets, get them back into this contest. As there's a fastball, swung on a miss, start things off in the fifth. And another one. Getting in there on the knees. Strike two. McLean, for the most part today, seems to be doing well inning to inning, staying hot here. as there's no rust shaking off in between innings. Is there strike 3? So McLean's gonna get blown on 3 pitches as in steps the catcher, Seth Hartwell.
The catcher, number 15, Seth Hartwell.
Seth Hartwell's going to step in and swing at the first pitch as Logan McDougall calls Duncan Pickett's off for out number 2 of the 5th inning.
Second baseman, number 12, Stefan Martin.
So in steps the lone Moncton Met with a hit today, Stephen Martin. As there's a fastball in the bottom left corner. Start things off. McLean been working quick here so far, as he's already got 2 innings in the 5th, 2 outs in the 5th. As there's a bunt attempt hit right at Josh Myers, as he's going to call Tanner McLean off, tag Martin out, and there's 3 away.
Bottom of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left after 5 complete. And there's 4. The Mets, no score.
So out comes Decker again to start the 6th inning as in steps the second baseman for the Islanders, former Calgary Dino and UMPI Owl, Logan McDougall. And there's a fastball that's going to miss just inside to start him off. McDougall, along with his brother Ben, who seems to be getting loose here in the bullpen, natives of Summerside, Prince Edward Island, standouts around their local ball scene as youngsters. And as I seen a old clip that resurfaced this week, Canada Games baseball players and volleyball players all at the same event. So definitely a lot of athletic talent that runs through the McDougall family. As McDougall's going to work a 4-pitch walk.
What do you notice about our players? What do you notice about the Mets?
Shortstop, number 11, Dylan Ward.
Luster. Just look at the body like. How long do you go? When they walk out?
So in steps the Islanders' home run hitter on the day, Dylan Worth, as he's going to take a cut and a miss there, start things off against Decker. So with McDougal warming up, you have to wonder if that's the end of the day for Tanner McLean. A great day, all things considered. 5 innings and 8 strikeouts, 1 hit and only 2 Mets reaching base. As McDougal's going to throw the brakes on there, as that one's blocked by Hartwell. Worth here looking to pick up a second hit of the day, as it's 1-1 with none away here at the top of the 6th. And that ball's hit a mile high behind the shortstop. Left fielder racing in, but Justin Cormier is going to take charge for the first set of the inning.
Third baseman, number 3, Dylan Doucette.
So with Sam Worth drawing 2 walks to start off the day, Dylan Doucette will get the call now as he sees his first appearance of the day. So there's a fastball that's going to miss low and away. Doucette, after taking a few years absence with the Islanders, back off to a hot start in this league. One of the league's top hitters so far throughout the season. As Decker gets set ready for the 1-0. And it's a strike. And they're in the bottom half of the zone. 1-1 now to Doucette. So Doucette so far here in the early part of the season, in the midway part of the season here, hitting .500 with 3 home runs, trailing only Fredericton's Max Grant and the Islanders' Duncan Pickett's. Doucette, a native of St. Peter's Bay, Prince Edward Island, played a lot of ball for the Islanders over the year, and even as that one's clobbered into the left field corner, and Goods is going to throw the brakes on, try to cut that one off as Doucette's in there with the double. So Doucette getting a pinch hit for Sam Worth is going to, defensive replacement for Sam Worth is going to hit a double to start things off, as there's 1 away with the 2 runners in scoring position for the Islanders. So with 2 men in scoring position, the Mets are going to draw the infield in, hoping to keep this one a tight game as in steps Logan Gallant. That one's going to miss high and tight there from Decker. 1-0 to start things off. Gallant, a big figure here in the PEI ball scene, as he's a long-time player at Holland College, then transitioned into a coaching role there, as well as coaching at the Atlantic Baseball Academy. Logan, as well, has been one of the longer tenured Islanders here, as he looks to drive in a few extra runs. Decker gets set, hoping to get it to the 6th inning unscathed. Here's the 1-1. Cut on and missed by Gallant. 1-2. Decker looks in, gets a sign. And fouled out of play and into the parking lot by Glant. So Glant doing a good job here to stay alive. Hoping to move a few runners in. As Decker taking his time here to the plate. And he's going to get Logan Glant on a fastball. 2-away now.
Left fielder number 18, Jack McKenzie.
So here's the left fielder for today, Jack McKenzie. That ball's hit straight up towards the Islanders' dugout as Jesse Malone calls for it. So after a Logan McDougall walk and a Dylan Doucette double, Decker will retire the next two batters to get to the sixth inning unscathed, as it's 4-0.
At the top of the sixth, no runs on one hit. There were no errors and 2 men left after 5 1/2. The Islanders scored, the Mets no score. We're going to get over 50 tickets for tonight's prize of $345.70. The winning ticket number 016 0294 016 0294. Thank you, prize is the Mets game day off. The designated hitter number 29, Nick St. Pierre.
So for the Islanders, on in relief of Tanner McLean is going to be right-hander Ben McDougall. McDougall, as I touched on earlier, the brother of second baseman Logan McDougall. Looking to get this, looking to close things out here in the sixth for the Islanders. As there's a fastball for a strike to start things off to Nick St. Pierre. So St. Pierre is going to stay in the game as the designated hitter after going 3 innings of work in the start. And McDougall's going to miss that one just on the outside corner. Looked like maybe a changeup. So for the Mets, not quite the start to things they'd want to, but St. Pierre's going to hit one out to center field, and Simon Dubois camp under that for the first out. So as I was saying, for St. Pierre and the Mets, not quite how they'd hoped for things to go today, but still 2 innings of baseball left. As we all know, between these two teams, anything can happen as we kind of look back to the playoff series they had 2 years ago in the finals. The Mets were up, I believe, 9, maybe even 10-0, and the Islanders came back in Memorial Field, which was quite a spectacle, but goes to show that anything can happen here. As McDougall's going to miss just high with that offering. So the leadoff man, Justin Cormier, steps in for the Mets. A staple in the Mets lineup at shortstop, and he's going to swing on that and miss. Cormier also logs quite a few innings through for the Mets as one of the key starters in their rotation. McDougal sets and rocks. Misses just outside with the changeup. 2-1 here to Cormier.
It's called framing a pitch. All right? What he's doing is trying to convince the umpire that he made a mistake. All right? Yeah.
So McDougal's going to miss just high with the fastball. 3-1 now to Cormier. A name very familiar to fans around the league as well as Islanders fans, as Cormier started at third base in the championship-winning game last year at Nationals, a key pickup for the Islanders. That ball's hit into the right field corner, staying fair and caught on the warning track by Duncan Picketts for the second out of the inning.
Fielder number 4, Don Good.
Swinging away won't do it. Try something else. Whatever. I don't think it's down in the middle of the plate and hit.
You would retain it. I don't. I'd like to be able to. It's just
So with two away here in the sixth, McDougal getting 2 fly balls to start his relief appearance. As now 0-2 with Goods fouling that one out of play. So recurring theme here for the Islanders' arms is they seem to be working quick and getting ahead in counts. Goods, the left fielder in today's game, hoping to get things going for the Mets, give them a bit of a spark. As there's a fastball, it's going to miss high and outside. McDougal looks in, gets a sign. And swung on and missed a changeup to strike out the third out of the inning. As a clean sixth inning from Ben McDougal. And the Islanders lead 4-0 heading to the 7th.
In the bottom of the 6th, no runs, no hits, no.
He made $25 million. That's what they're playing anyway. I don't know how true it is.
Center fielder number 44, Simon Dubois.
So in the top of the 7th here, Jackson Decker comes back out for his 4th inning in relief. A great effort so far from Decker as he's worked out of a few jams and hasn't allowed a run in relief of Nick St. Pierre, as the Mets hope to keep things close and steal one in the bottom of the 7th. Dubois' last trip up with a line drive into the right center gap as he hopes to get on and add a few extra insurance runs for the Islanders, as that one's cut on and missed. Stecker here with the 1-1. As Dubois flares one into left field, that ball is carrying and off the base of the wall. So Dubois has his second hit of the day, a double, as the Islanders lead off and get a runner in scoring position. A ball that was hit hard into the left field gap and just to the base of the fence near the 344 sign. So here's the catcher, Cole McLaren. There's the fastball that misses low and in. McLaren, last year's top defensive player in the NBSBL. One of the league's premier catchers, as he's been able to limit base runners from stealing on him so far in his NBSBL career. A well-accomplished player, McLaren, playing at the junior college Division I level, the professional level in the minor league with the Detroit Tigers, and even spending some time with the Okotoks Dogs. As that one's going to miss high, 3-0 now to McLaren. So assuming here 3-0, McLaren's going to keep the bat on the shoulders, but you just never know. As Decker comes set. Fastball misses just inside, so 4-pitch walk from Decker. As Seth Harquail looks like you want to come out here and have a chat.
Right fielder number 36, Duncan Pickett.
So in steps the right fielder, Duncan Pickett, with none away and runners on first and second. And that one's cut on and missed. Pickett's here looking to do damage and increase this Islanders lead. As that one's hit towards left field, camped under by Don Goods, and that'll be out. Number 1, as Decker's able to retire Pickett's yet again.
First baseman number 20, Josh Myers.
So Jackson Decker's going to start Josh Myers off the ball after he got him to strike out looking the first matchup between these two today. The Islanders looking to increase their lead off an amazing performance from starter Tanner McLean and a great 6th inning from Ben McDougall. So here's Decker. And that one's going to bounce, smothered by Seth Harquail behind the dish for the Mets. For the Islanders, it seems as though Nathan Van Putten was up and moving in between innings there, so unsure as to whether McDougall will get the 7th inning or potentially former Met Van Putten will get looked at to take on a 4-0 lead in the 7th. Not quite a save opportunity. So it seems as though there's some chatter coming from the Moncton fans as there's a 4-pitch walk to Josh Myers to load the bases. So the Mets fans here a little unhappy with some of the calls at Kiwanis Park. It seems as though Jackson Decker is going to take a breather here, and Mets are going to meet on the mound and see as to though how they can get it out of the 7th. So it's one away, in steps Logan McDougall, as the Mets are going to draw the corners in and keep the infield back for double play. As that ball's flared over the second baseman's head, McLaren on the move. Here comes the throw from Betts to the plate, and safe. So an RBI, or 2 RBI single for Logan McDougall, his second single of the day, as the Islanders extend their lead to 6-0.
Shortstop number 11, Dylan Worth.
So with a line drive single off McDougall's bat, the Islanders now lead 6-0 as there's one away here for Dylan Worth. Decker's going to miss just outside there. As the crowd here at Kiwanis Park starting to heat up towards the home plate umpire. As that fastball is going to miss just high. Dylan Worth now ahead 2-0, a dangerous count here for an Islanders hitter who has plenty of power as he displayed earlier in the game. As there's a fastball, it's going to catch it for strike, 2-1. The 2-1 as that one's going to catch Worth. Looks like maybe around the knee, and that'll walk the base. That'll, I guess, hit the bases loaded for the third baseman, Dylan Doucette. Came into the game as a defensive replacement for Sam Worth, and hit a double in his last at-bat at the dish. Definitely not the guy you would like to see at the dish with the bases loaded.
The defensive team.
That is if you're the Moncton Mets. I'm sure Islanders fans and those in the dugout are more than all right to have Doucette at the plate, as that one's going to miss just inside. So for Decker here, a smooth first 3 innings of work, as it seems as though the wheels might be falling off a little here in the 7th. Still trying to get the Mets in and see if they can squeak a win out of this one. As that fastball is going to catch the top part of the zone. 1-1 now to Doucette. Doucette, spent some of his college career at Oklahoma Panhandle State in the Division II level of the NCAA, as well as time at Prairie Baseball Academy out west in Lethbridge, Alberta, and even spent a year or two with the Holland College Hurricanes of Charlottetown, PEI. Looking to crack things wide open here. As that ball's hit hard and high, Don Goods is going to camp over it as Josh Myers tags. And that one looks like it's going to get away as McDougall looks to gun for it third. And he's in there safe with Worth tagging up from first. So a sacrifice fly there from Doucette. And a little bit of a fielding miscue from the Mets as things are now 7-0 for the Islanders.
The designated hitter number 4, Logan Gallant.
So a throw from Goods there that got away from Jeremy Arsenault and Justin Cormier, as there's 2 away and Logan Gallant steps up to the dish, taking strike 1 on a curveball. Decker looking to limit the damage to just 3 here, as Gallant hopes to pad the lead for this Islanders bullpen. And there's a fastball, swung on and missed. Gallant looking to try to get that one up in the air, but just misses. So 0-2 now here with 2 away. Two here in scoring position for Gallant. Decker winds. And a fastball hit into right field. And a diving play. Oh, and it's dropped by Bartley. So Bartley, who dove to come up with that line drive, just has it pop out of his glove. A great play nonetheless, but that'll result in a 2 RBI appearance for Logan Gallant, as it's now 9-0 Islanders.
Left fielder number 18, Jack McKenzie.
Anytime somebody like hangs out, it's not as odd, but it's tough to control. So Jack McKenzie's going to hit a ground ball here to second base, and that's flipped on from Cormier to Martin. So a 5-run 7th inning here for the Islanders, as Ben McDougall is going to return for the 7th, and the Islanders look to shut things down and head into Moncton with a win.
Third baseman number 24, Jeremy Arsenault.
So to start off the 7th, McDougal's going to get a ground ball to short for the first out, as the Mets looking to climb a 9-0 deficit here in the 7th. On a pinch hit now for the Mets is Justin Brow. Mets manager here maybe looking towards his bench for a little bit of a spark. McDougal with the clean 6th inning, hoping to get a 6-out, not a save, but get the final 6 outs here for the Islanders off the back of an amazing performance from Tanner McLean. Going 5 innings, keeping it under 60 pitches, and having 8 strikeouts for the Islanders. So there's a fastball poked out towards right field, and that's going to drop at the feet of Duncan Pickett's. So the second hit of the day there for the Mets off a pinch hit from Justin Brow.
Right fielder, number 6, Sean Barkley.
We would like to extend our gratitude towards the Moncton Mets and the staff here at Kiwanis Park for allowing us to set up our stream tonight. It's been so far a successful stream here, holding hope out as we 2 outs away from an Islanders win here tonight on a beautiful Sunday night at Kiwanis Park. Would also like to send a shout out towards St. John's, Newfoundland, and former Islander Ryan McIsaac, as I know that he's watching along tonight, so best of luck to him and his St. John team as they begin their season in the Newfoundland Senior League. As that's a fly ball out, camped under by Simon Dubois. 2 away here as McDougal lets hit the final out of the game.
Hitting for the Mets, number 30, Sam Lund.
So in steps a familiar face here around Kiwanis Park as Sam Lund's going to pinch hit here in the 7th. For the Mets here, not the outcome they'd hoped for today, but maybe hoping to get Lund at bat and build some momentum towards their next game. So there's a fly ball tailing out in left center. Dubois is going to call off McKenzie, and that's the game. The Islanders win 9-0. Your winning pitcher, Tanner McLean, with a brilliant performance on the mound here at Kiwanis. Ben McDougal with a 6-out save. A Dylan Wirth 2-run shot. And 10 hits for the Islanders as they hold the Mets bats to just 2 hits and win 9-0. We will see you all back on Tuesday night at Memorial Field for our Canada Day celebration as Cam Nelson will be throwing out the first pitch. Islanders win 9-0. And even though we're on the road, as always, Islanders fans, don't give them a reason.
needs at game time.